お願いします。はい、alright. Let the legs, the on side, inside. I reach towards the toes. Alright, stretching up and also turning. Same other side. Now leaning back, same thing. Other side. Reach towards the toes again. Right legs wide. And stimulate the inside. Side. The waist. Side again. I reach towards the ankle and toes. Other side. Down the center. And stretch the back, leaning back, open the chest, other side, open the chest. Right feet together. Just lightly move them a little bit, get a little bit of, generate some warmth. Just warming up the body really. And then a little bit longer, deeper stretch. I then open the rib cage, push down on the knee, and turn away from it. Other side. And then this knee, and just more of a turn. Other side. Nice. Loosen the ankle. Other way. Alternate. And then the toes. Other way. Stretch them out, lengthen them. And then widen them, open them up. Right, and massage. Right, and tataku. Japanese word tataku. Means pounding, kind of. Light. Other ankle. Circles. Other way. And alternate. Stretch the toes. Other way. Lengthen. And widen. Massage. Hey, tataku. It's just somehow slightly different from the English word pound. Lightly pound, I guess. I shake it out. Okay, on your belly. Upper body stretches up. To the side. Other side. Child's pose. And to the side again. Other side. Let's drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. Again, and this time roll the arm. Other side and roll the arm. Alternate. Right. Downward dog. Then one foot up. Other foot. All right, salamander. Lower the hips. And switch. And squatting like a frog. And let's stand and circle the knees. Other way. And alternate. Right, bend down. Touch toes. Bending. Touch the toes again. This time toes out, knees out, and a squat. Up again. And again, squat. Right, up. Legs wide. Other side. Then drop one shoulder. One leg straight, other knee bent. Then drop the other shoulder. Then alternate. And all the way down. Other side. And again. And again. I repeat. Kind of horse stance with. And let's stay centered this time. Alternate, dropping the shoulders. Right. And then scoop up the energy. Then again. Last one. Loosen the neck. Other way. And side to side. And nodding. Like no. Then take the hands up again. This time we're going to put them this way. Up over your head. And then a step forward with shifting the weight to the front leg and stretch out to the outside of your forward leg. Left and the other foot forward, shift the weight, stretch up and out. Remember to keep the hands stretching up too. Once more. And again. All right, And just a few of wrist stretches. This one rotates this way. Other side. And down, up. Other one. And cultivation. Side. Sankyo. Other side. And this one. Other one. Switch again. And switch again. Right. Now shake it out again. One more time, big this time. All right, the right foot, 65 degrees off of your center line. Front foot, make sure that it's a big step forward, okay? So it should be about 4 lengths of your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, bigger than what a lot of people are used to. Right, and the rowing exercise. Here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. Okay, then this time, left foot, 65 degrees. Front one. Don't be afraid. Don't a lot of black belts here, but don't be self-conscious to go back over the basics. Don't be self-conscious to measure this and really feel what 4 feels like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And another point, by the way, my camera angle is a little bit off, but your back foot, your back heel should not be hiding behind your front foot like this. You should be able to see the back heel. Right, here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. I expand and inhale. Exhale. Again. Last one. All right, let's review a little bit of what we did last week. If I'm correct, we did a lot of Iriminage. And anyway, let's do Iriminage. Let's start off with the sword, bokken. That's what's going on. That's better. All right, so I believe it was this class last week we spoke about irimi body. So shomen body, where the back foot is parallel to the front foot. Both feet are straight. Shomen, and body is in shomen also. Center line is is here, intersects with my belly button. Then we drop the back heel and put it at about 65 degrees. Center line moves over to about here. So this is when your body's in hammi. So your center is here now. And then irimi, back foot is about 90 degrees. And we pull the back shoulder back so that a cleanly executed shomen would go right past us. We don't leave our shoulder out there to get hit. Okay, so keeping that in mind, I'm going to do C pattern footwork, and I'll demonstrate it once or twice. But if you're already confident, you can go ahead and start on your own. Anyway, here. And then as we come in, I want to make sure that my body's out of the way. Then we leave the feet there, pivot, kiriage. So kesagiri, kiriage. Or with the left foot forward, I want to open my body like this. Tenkan, kesagiri, kiriage. Nice moritsu. And I find it challenging, actually, to do a nice entrance when you've got the long sword, the two-grip sword. Shoto is different because it's one hand. But anyway, it's hard to get this shoulder out of the way when you've got both hands holding on to it. So go when you're ready. Yes, nice. Just one more thing here. Oh. Looking good, looking good. Very nice, Moritz. Nice, Thomas. Okay, and then many of you, I can't see your feet, and that's fine. You're all pretty darned advanced anyway. And Zere's really wonderful that you're brave and here with all these advanced people. But anyway, so I'll leave it to you since you're experienced. And so, you know, Americans have this expression, don't beat yourself up, but I disagree. So beat yourself up, be a little tough on yourself, but then move on. Find the solution and keep going. So there's all different points throughout this movement where your bad habits can come. Did you see that? I just saw this in the camera on my screen. That is one of my bad habits. So I want this front foot to be straight. Another one of my bad habits is that I end up doing this sometimes. So anyway, not just at the beginning, but throughout this movement, don't hold back. Don't be afraid to stop and look at your feet to see if you're maintaining these lines. All 3 times when you're stopped, take a look and see if your feet are maintaining this line, or are they over this line, okay? So if they're over the line, then, you know, be really picky with yourself, and then memorize it, feel it, memorize the feeling. So a little bit more with the sword. Go when you're ready. Oh, that is nice. That was really nice. Yes, Moritz. Yes, Thomas. Yes. Nice, Cliff. Nice, nice, nice. So whatever your weak point tends to be, feel free to stop yourself throughout the movement to check. Also shoulders, chest. Sometimes shoulders creep up to our ears as we go through things. Chest collapses. Looking awfully good. Uh-huh. Nice, Thomas. Okay, one more thing. This is more advanced, you know, everything is looking so good. So let's take it one step further. When Numata Sensei, for example, 8th Dan Iaido, so when Numata Sensei is teaching swords, sword cut, movement, he's telling the black belts to lower their eyes, but just a little bit. He says the eyes should not be here, pointing here. They should be about there. All right? But if you watch him, his head never follows his eyes like that. His head is as if he's looking this way. So I simplify it and I just tell people keep the eyes at eye level, right? So I recommend that you try that, especially when the sword is going down. We like to let our head drop, but keep the head here, keep the eyes at eye level. And then once you get a good feeling for that, you can then take the next step, which is Numata Sensei's advice of dropping the eyes just slightly. Okay, but don't let the head follow it. Okay, just a little bit more practice now with this. Go when you're ready. Mm-hmm. And especially during turns and during downward cuts, that's when our eyes like to drop. Yeah, nice Maurice. Nice Cliff. Nice Eres. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Wow, Seres, nice. Okay, let's get our shoto. Yeah, I think I remember what we did last Wednesday. We were doing the Jo and shoto together. Anyway, all right. So I personally find it easier to take this stance when I've got the shoto, right? When we've got the two-hand grip on the weapon, it's a little bit harder to open up here, get sideways, draw this back shoulder back. Anyway, so as you know, the attack is coming at us this way, or from this angle, it's coming at us this way, and we move, we let it go past. So, here, or from this angle, attack is coming, and here. So, we have to imagine that part, and then our sword meets their sword. Or it just passes by it, actually. Here, passes by. Check your feet. Is your back foot at 90 degrees? Then great. If not, fix it. And then We'll move this one so we can do Tenkon. Then Kiriage. Same thing for the eyes and the head. Eyes at eye level. And once you're consistent with that, then you can drop the eyes slightly. But if you want, you can keep the eyes at eye level for a good while until your head memorizes that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, nice Cliff. Yes, good Thomas. Good Moritz. Yeah, wow, Moritz. And then just some details about this. Details about the angles and such. This Kiriage. Kiriage, we want the arm to be at about a 45-degree angle. Not out here. Not leave ourselves open. So at the end of Kiriage, first of all, shoulders down. People like to do this. Shoulders down, space between the ears and shoulders. And arm is at about 45 degrees. And then this, let's see, if I point myself at the camera this way. So this is, your blade is pointed towards the tip of the jaw or thereabouts. So not out here. Okay, here. If it's out here, or especially if it's out here, then obviously, since I've got a bunch of experienced people, obviously that leaves us open for the next attack. So here. Okay. I wonder, I've got a wide angle camera, which is really helpful in many ways, but it might distort things a little this way. But anyway. Okay, continue, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Adjust, 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 adjust. Don't be afraid to stop here and there and adjust things. Let your body memorize every time you adjust it. Save document. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice, Moritz. Yeah, that was a beautiful entry. Yes, everybody's entries are really nice. I know plenty of black belts who don't have this nice of an entry. The Zoom practice is really going to serve you well, I think, when we get back to contact training. Really nice. Okay, you guys, we're getting the towel now. Mm-hmm. All right. So again, we want to see how much movement we can generate in the towel, but not just by moving our arms. In fact, we want to see, we'll explore both. We'll explore as if we were reaching out to our partner's neck or shoulder, but we'll also explore right now, which foot, which hand do I want? Yeah. Let's hold it in the left hand and be in right hammi. And for now, just as an exercise, we'll hook our thumb like this over the knot in our belt. And then let's take right hammi. So again, we're holding the towel in our left hand, right hanmi, and then shift the weight back and forth to one knee or the other. And of course, the towel is swaying. And then you can move your hips a little bit side to side as you shift the weight. And of course, you can get the towel to go to the inside of your front leg and the outside of your front leg. Just by this movement of your waist, the hip movement. And those of you who have had experience with Ikeda Shihan, you can also keep in mind his descriptions of inner workings, internal power, and such. Or I'll give you the front view from the camera. And as we do it, one thing that I'm looking at for myself is, am I collapsing my knee to the inside? I don't want to collapse it. So I want to just move my center. And then the knees are shifting back and forth like the rowing exercise. Okay, and then let's switch to the other hand. Hook the thumb behind the knot in the belt. And same exercise. Looking good, Moritz. Looks good, Thomas. And then you can start to turn your center this way as well. And then you'll get more pronounced movement from the towel. Still though, we want to see it go around the front leg to the outside of it. Let's switch one more time. Hook the thumb still. And continue. Let me tune in with everybody, see how things are going. Yes, Thomas. Switch to gallery view for a second. Yes, Moritz. Yeah. Thomas, I bet if you put your forward foot further forward, you might get even bigger results, more pronounced results. If you bring your front foot, your right foot, more forward, a bigger stance. Yeah. So it looked to me like maybe you're about like that before. And if you do that, then I think you'll get more action from the towel. Get really forward. I'll give everybody the side view. So it's turning the hips, but also really bending that front knee. Or with this side. Oops, that wasn't my best one. There we go. Almost, Thomas. There it is. There you got it, Thomas. Memorize that. Wow, nice, Cliff. Yeah. Wow, great, Moritz. Okay. So then when we're training with another human and we're doing Iriminage, obviously we don't leave this hand here. We reach out to their neck or shoulder. Again, I'm working with a group of high-level people, black belts, so you know that. But anyway, we just explored how much influence just shifting the weight and turning the center. We just explored how much influence that has over the base of this. Okay, so right foot forward, shoto in the right hand. We step in and avoid the strike. Then we can reach out to the far shoulder or the neck, keisagi, and then pivot. And again, not all teachers are teaching it with this final flare or whatever, but boy, it sure is helpful for me when I'm training with somebody, and you might find it helpful. So do it however you want, but it might be good to have in your portfolio. Kesa, kiriage with a big knee bend. Okay, and then where is that shoulder or neck? It's here. So just like when we're training with a human, you know, we don't want to do so much with our arms. Usually there's a lot of tightness in the arms and people find ways to resist really easily. So keep the arms smooth or loose rather, and don't move the towel just with the arm. Really imagine where that shoulder is, and then keep on doing with your core and your legs everything that we were practicing. So go when you're ready. Yeah, nice clip. Yes. One more point that I may or may not have explained. Getting this towel to move around this front knee, I need to shift the weight forward and turn, but I also need to shift the weight backward, don't I? So come to think of it, that might be a clue or a key for Thomas also. So shift the weight forward, turn the hips, and shift the weight back as well to this leg. Forward, back, forward, and back. So that's what brings them into our armpit, so that we don't have to grab somebody and dominate them. It's that shifting back. And back. Ah, there goes my feet doing ballet again. Looking good, everybody. Looking good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And if you're feeling like things are going really good, then first of all, that's great. Secondly, think of some other things. Are your shoulders down? Are your eyes at eye level or slightly lower? Is your head as if you're looking at eye level? This Zoom era is a great time to fix these little details. Wow. Wow. Very nice, Moritz. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Let's put the shoto down. And let's just do Iriminage with no weapon now. Empty-handed Iriminage. So we step in, and of course we would be meeting his or her shoulders with ours. But this shoulder is out of the way. Step, yagi. It's just a little bit more, but without the shoto. Really not much difference at all. Wow, Mori, it's beautiful. Yeah, okay, Thomas, that is indeed the key. So, of course, there's different styles in Aikido. But this particular variation that we're doing, we're attempting to throw our partner by vacuum rather than forward power, vacuum power instead. So that's why we come up kiriage and then this shifting the foot back, as I was talking about before. And done well. In fact, you might have seen some of this on YouTube. Some ukes are really good at taking ukemi for this. So up, done well, they fall back there. So there's no need then to finish with this forward movement, ideally, if all goes well. So, so the one or two that I just watched, your towel wasn't moving so much because you were trying to throw forward, which is valid, but it's just a different variation. Here, forward and shift back. Yes, and you've got to make your kiriage really, really exaggerated. This is going to be the front knee when I do kiriage, and I'm going to exaggerate that. I'm going to exaggerate the bend in this forward knee. So from here, I go, and that exaggerated forward knee is followed immediately by an exaggeratedly bent back knee. So just a couple more, then we'll move on to the next thing. Exaggerate and back. And I'll give you the side view too, come to think of it. Maybe this side is good. Up and back. Or the other side. Wow, Morty, it's great, great, great. Uh-huh. Oh, there it is, Thomas. Wow. Yeah, that takes some, adjusting in your brain if you've done it a different way for years and years. Yes. Nice, Thomas. Okay. Now, I'll demonstrate first. Get enough room here. So now we're going to take it one step further. Kiriage, bring it back to here, and a little bit of Koshinage practice. And since we do have a white belt, let's go way back to basics. And the feet are together, or at least close to each other. And let's just get the hang of this. There's all different variations of Koshinage, of course, but one of them is when we bring our partner right up next to us, and then the hips go in front of them, and we remain facing forward, right? And one of the bad habits that people have is they get their partner up next to them, they get the hips in front of them, and then they turn this way, and partner can just back away easily. So we want the partner here, bend the knees, throw the hip out to the side. Not easy. To the side and staying low without collapsing the body. Okay, so in this way, we scoop them up. And then we straighten our knees, straighten our body, and they roll off. So let's go real basic here. And again, we want to keep our center line facing forward. Bend the knees, hip out to the side without turning this way. Hip out to the side. And let's just lay the towel right there. See how that feels. So try that when you're ready. And I'll give you the side view too. So if my partner is over here, most people, if they do manage to get right next to their partner and get the hips in front of their partner, they end up turning this way. But instead, I want to just keep facing this way, bend the knees, put the hip out to the side, and then my partner's on my hip. Okay. It can really give you a workout, these muscles right here. What is this? Maybe hip flexor. So try it when you're ready. Just have the towel ready, bend the knees, put the hip out to the side, and rest the towel right there. Keep the chest open. The chest will want to collapse. So keep it open. And then you can try the other side as well. Bend the knees, hip to the side, not turning like that. Hip to the side, and lift the towel. Yeah, my sides are very different actually. I don't seem to be able to have the same angle. Nice, Moritz. There we go. Getting better. All kinds of benefits of training on Zoom that I wouldn't have expected. Here, here, to the side. Nice, Moritz. Check the time. Oh boy. Okay. Then the other thing is that, like everything in Aikido, we like to dominate our partner. We like to boss them around. And so for Koshinage, many times when we get our partner like this distance from us, then we like to come into them and sink down. And sometimes I see judo champions doing this, but things go even better if you can bring that partner to you. And how can we bring that partner to us? Same as what we've been working on. Okay, let that towel sway. Bring their feet to you. So we're going to just sort of play with this, experiment with this. So let's start from Iriminage. We come in, same as we've been doing. Cut kesa. Kiriage exaggeratedly, and then here. Before, we kept our front foot here, and we threw Iriminage. But now, after this big cut and big knee bend, and we sink back, we also bring this front foot back with us. Yes, nice, Moritz. yeah, it was good, and then it's hard to keep the stability afterwards. Yes, Moritz. Nice, Cliff. Yeah, let me take it back to gallery view. Yeah, it's incredibly challenging, isn't it? And especially to come back to two bent knees through that whole dynamic pattern. Oh, sorry. This whole dynamic pattern here. It's easy to come back to two straight knees, but we want to arrive with our knees bent. Crazy. Here. And if you hit the timing just right, your hips can kind of catch your partner and scoop them up. I'll switch to the other side. Kesa, kiriage. There. And I'll do a sideways view. Let's see which is best. I'll try this one first. Or the other side. Yeah, my left side isn't as good as my right. That's one of my Zoom goals. Wow, Zeres. Wow. Once we get back to the dojo, Zeres is going to be throwing all of my black belts all over the place. Very nice, very nice. Yes. And then Moritz, you can even go on to this next, you can add this next component to it. Here, here, here. You've probably seen judo guys scoop and kick. If you like, it's just, I think it's fun. Wow, yeah. Not bad, Thomas. Again, Thomas, it'll go even better for you if you remember to really sink back on that back leg to get this partner to come to you. So get the towel to sway all the way back to your hip. Don't you go to the towel. You bring the towel to you. So let's see. I'll show it again. It's all about the knees. There it is, there it is. Whoa, nice. That should have felt better, or different at least. Sometimes different feels better, sometimes it feels worse. Yes, nice, Maurice. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's the timing of the bending the knees, isn't it, Cliff? Yeah. Yeah, that one was better. I think you're working exactly on what I was going to say, which is that see if you can have your knees bent when you arrive back there. And it's no easy task. Oh, wow, Thomas. Wow, wow. Okay, now let's change, shift gears a little bit, and let's just do some kokyu. Get a cushion if you like, and let's start off with the jo. So every dojo does kokyu ho. Some dojos call it kokyu dosa. Anyway, we've got somebody grabbing our wrists. So you can let that jo contact your wrists and imagine that that's a partner. So, and let's just coordinate with our breathing, lifting up, breathing. Inhale and expand. And as the hands go up, your core tightens. Everything else stays loose, but the core tightens, the abs and the core. And now without the jo. See if you can still feel the jo. Or imagine it, I should say. Now let's make it bigger and bigger. Gradually bigger and bigger. This time all the way up. And draw it back in. Take in the whole room. Last one. Right, let's bow out. Shomen ni. Right. Right. ありがとうございました。Nice. Thank you, everybody.